Hey, welcome to Jim's Kitchen. Do you have a freezer that's overflowing with tater tots? Well, you know what? I know 7 exciting and unique recipes that utilize tots. You gotta try these. Number 1. Well, starting today, I'm gonna make a loaded Tater Tot Cups. Let's do it. So I've prepared a muffin pan with a little cooking spray. And I'm just gonna add 3 tater tots to each well. I'm gonna bake these at 350 for 20 to 25 minutes. Tater tots were created by F. Neffy Grigg in 1953. He worked for the Ore-Ida Company. They are all cooked. Now you just grab yourself a shot glass or a small glass and spray some cooking spray on the bottom. And then I'm gonna smash those tots into the bottom of each well. And in each cup, we're gonna add a little cheddar, mozzarella, and I've cooked up and chopped up some bacon, and I'll put that in each cup as well. And now it's time to turn on that broiler. We're gonna be broiling these for about 1 to 2 minutes. They were trying to figure out what to do with all the extra shavings and slivers from the French fries. So they decided to mix them with a little flour, and they created the tater tot. They are looking good. Let's let them cool for a little while. Did you know the term Ore-Ida comes from the mix of 2 states, Oregon and Idaho? Because the company is located on the border in the tiny town of Ontario, Oregon. I live in Oregon. Tater tots are from where I live. Now you just remove them out with a spoon. Add on a dollop of sour cream and a little green onion for garnish. They look phenomenal, but how do they taste? Wow. It's awesome. This was so easy. It's totally like a potato skin, but much simpler. You gotta try this. I just love my tots. Number 2, I'm making Tater Tot Stuffing. Let's see it. In a pan, I'm gonna start cooking up some Italian sausage. Add a chopped onion, 2 stalks of chopped celery, and a tablespoon of minced garlic. Cook that for about 8 minutes. I'm gonna add some sage and a little rosemary. Grab a bowl. Add a can of chicken broth, 2 eggs, a half a cup of mashed potato flakes. Stir to combine. Add that sausage and 2 pounds of frozen tater tots. A little parsley flakes and stir to combine. Pour that into a prepared baking dish. I'm gonna bake it at 350 for about 45 minutes until heated through and crispy on top. Tater tot stuffing, it looks different. Try something new, why not? I love Italian sausage to begin with. So it works great with these tots. It certainly doesn't have that actual Thanksgiving stuffing feel, but if you're wanting a fun alternative, give it a try. Number 3, I'm making Tot Churros. It sounds pretty easy. Follow me in the kitchen. I'm gonna start by cooking some tots until they're nice and crispy. In a bowl, I need 1/2 cup of sugar and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon and a pinch of salt. Mix that together. I need to make a chocolate ganache for dipping, so I need a 1/4 cup of whipping cream and a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips and a pinch of salt. I'm gonna put this in the microwave for 30-second intervals, mixing it after each interval until nice and melted. Looking thick. Time to toss those tots in that cinnamon mix. Get them nice and coated. Tot Churros. They do look really tasty. I'm ready to try them. Get all that cinnamon and sugar on there. Dip it in. That's a tasty treat. And easy. Who knew tots were so versatile? And here comes number 4. It's that time again. It's that time again. But what should I do? Grab a frozen store-bought pizza and add some pizzazz. It's a pizza pizzazz party. Good. Yeah! I'm turning this into a Tater Tot Casserole pizza. Let's do it. I'm browning some meat in a little garlic and some sour cream. I've started with my crust. I'm gonna add some cream of mushroom soup right on top. Spread it out. Then I add on that creamy beef. And I've pre-baked some tots that I put on top. Now we're gonna fully cover it in some cheese. Let's bake this puppy. Ooh, doggy, that looks good. I'm ready to try it. Tater Tot Casserole pizza in my mouth. Tater Tot Casserole, all right. And it is awesome. Love those tots on a pizza. And that cream of mushroom soup is wonderful on top. It's great. Get ready for this one. It's number 5. Today I'm making a Tater Tot Lasagna. Some people call it a Totzania. Let's do it. I'm cooking up a pound of ground beef and I have a bag of tater tots in the oven cooking. I'll add a shake of garlic powder and some Italian seasoning to that meat. I've drained the meat and now I'm gonna add a jar of pasta sauce. I'm just using tomato basil. Stir to combine and then I can just turn off the stove and let it sit. In a bowl I'll need a cup of mozzarella cheese, a 1/4 cup shredded Parmesan, a 15-ounce container of either ricotta cheese or cottage cheese, and 1 egg. Combine together. Time to layer our prepared pan. Half the sauce. Then half of those tots get put on top. There's no noodles. The tots are the noodles. All of that cheesy mix goes on next. Then comes more tots. Let's finish off that sauce. I'll top it off with some grated Parmesan and the rest of that bag of mozzarella. And then we're just gonna stick it in a 350-degree oven for about 45 minutes. Tater tots are known as different things around the world. In Canada, they're known as tasty taters or spud puppies. In the UK, they've been known as oven crunchies. And in Australia and New Zealand, they're known as potato gems, potato royals, potato pom-poms, or hash bites. And they're so popular in New Zealand that the Pizza Hut there made a pizza with a hash bite crust. Tot-zania. Here we go. It is good. It has a really fun flavor. I will say, I know I cooked the tater tots ahead of time. They did still get a little soggy, so maybe I would make my tater tots even more crispy so they wouldn't get as soggy in that bottom layer. But the flavors work. It tastes like a lasagna, but tater tots are inside. Oh, and now it's number 6. This time I'm using sweet potato tots. I'm gonna be making a sweet potato pie. It ain't no lie. Watch me make it. I have a 20-ounce bag of tots. I'm pouring half of them in a bowl. I'll be microwaving these tots for about 2 minutes and stirring them in so they crumble up a bit. In another bowl, I need 2 eggs and 3/4 cup of sugar. I'm gonna whisk that together for a few minutes. Add half a stick of butter, melted, and give it a whisk. Teaspoon of cinnamon, teaspoon of vanilla, dash of nutmeg, and whisk it again. Stir in those mashed tots until combined. Pour into a frozen pie shell. Top with the remaining whole sweet potato tots and about a cup of mini marshmallows. And I'm gonna bake this at 350 until the filling is set and the marshmallows are brown, about 50 minutes. And here you have it, a sweet potato tot pie. I let it cool on the counter for about 20 minutes, and now I'm ready to eat it. This'll be fun. It's very sweet. The marshmallows make it very sweet. But marshmallows and sweet potatoes, a great combination. Sweet tot-tato pie. It's out of this world. Time for the grand finale, and it's the best one that you must try. It's number 7. I'm gonna be making a tater tot potato salad. It's actually a warm salad, so it's kind of like a potato tot German potato salad. Let's get started. I need to cook some tots in the oven, but you're gonna cook them for quite a long time so they get crispy. So do it about 10 minutes longer than what the directions say. I've chopped up some bacon here and I'm just gonna toss it in a pan. We need to cook it until it's nice and crisp. I've chopped an onion, time to add it to the pan. I'm adding a little pepper and a little salt and 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm gonna mix that in and allow it to caramelize for about a minute. And now I add a 1/3 cup of apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna mix that in and make sure I get up all the brown bits, and then I'll turn off the heat. I let these taters cool for a couple minutes, and now I'm gonna toss them in a bowl. I'm gonna add my bacon sauce and then toss it to coat. It smells absolutely incredible. Getting ready to serve. And I'll cut some chives on top. German potato salad with tater tots. Whoa, that is amazing. That dressing is so sweet and divine. so much more exciting than I thought this was gonna be. I highly recommend you giving this a try. These recipes are amazing. Go and grab some tots. Did you hear about the Tater Tot influencer? It was a YouTuber.